Hello, and welcome to Fabled 42, where we sell propane and propane accessories. No, we build community through friendship, gaming, and chaos. Welcome in, guys.
Get sued, man.
That's not enough to get sued. That's not enough to get sued. Let's hope. Guys, I'm keeping a close eye on my bit rate because it's not looking pretty right now. Yeah. So we're gonna go a little bit. I mean, Twitch there. It just switched over on Twitch to like being live. So.
I hear it.
Yeah. So I feel like there's quite a lag, and we'll wait for the viewers out there, the wonderful viewers, to tell us. I mean, is it bad? It looks like, I don't know. It doesn't look that bad.
I can hear somebody's Twitch.
You hear someone's Twitch?
Yeah, like I hear somebody's.
Is it yours?
No, mine.
I was about to say.
No, it wasn't mine.
I don't hear anyone's Twitch. Does anyone else?
I don't have Twitch up, so.
Not that I didn't check it, and then I just didn't pay attention to the symbol.
Oops. Hey, Zenblade, Tig, thank you for the subscription. How are we coming through? Are we coming in through 5x5 or? It's saying we're dropping frames. I don't know. Are we? Should
I do a dance?
Worst comes to worst, they'll tell us during announcements. So, as you can tell, Cherie, our awesome barbarian, is feeling ill tonight. Which, in general message out there, guys, a lot of people are sick right now. So hopefully you and your loved ones are staying safe and staying healthy, because it seems like there's a wave of something going around, flu-like-ish. So let's get into announcements, and we will dive back into our game for tonight.
Cool. All right. First and foremost, we have a Griffin Co. Longtime sponsor of this show and channel. They are awesome. They make 3D printed things as well as laser printed things and merch. Merch. All the stuff that they have. So check them out. griffinco.com. Use the code Fabled42 for 22% off your purchase. But yeah, they're great. Mid-show giveaway, still them?
Yes. We.
So yes, Exhibition Critical probably to do that, I would think.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
Do that.
All those things are right. Oh shoot, commands. I know commands. Thanks, G-Dubs. Hey, look, there he is. There he is. Get him.
Colin, do you want to do our next sponsor,
totally.
Which is usually done?
It's a click away right here. Underground Oracle.
Yeah.
Feel free to customize. Oh, that's for me. Check out our friends at Underground Oracle. They create 5th edition resources for both sides of the screen. You can find them at undergroundoracle.com or on DriveThruRPG. Honestly, guys, we always look at their stuff, especially I didn't get any of their stuff in this campaign right now, but I think there's there's something, but for one-shots and stuff, I've looked at their stuff and played their stuff. They have a lot of fun stuff. I said stuff like
they do
7 times right there.
And while you're setting up your game, whether you're using Underground Oracle or other supplements, go check out 9 Realms Gaming, our next sponsor for the evening, to help with all of your wonderful dice needs, like dice vaults and dice trays and dice towers. They even do awesome DM screens, and everything is handmade out of quality and affordable wood products. They do customization, really beautiful work, really cool company. You can also get 10% off your next purchase with them if you use our special code Fabled42 at checkout over at 9realmsgaming.com.
9 rounds.
Okay, that means that next is Critical Dice. So special thanks to our sponsor, Critical Dice. They have an amazing assortment of dice and have even, sorry, I'm trying to read this off my phone, and even have a very popular dice subscription service for your inner dice goblin. Yes, they do. I think it's $7 a month, and you can get a set of dice mailed to your door every single month. Stick around for your chance to win a Critical Dice giveaway at the end of the session. So there'll be 2 giveaways. Both times you enter !critical. And just as a reminder that our giveaways are for US and Canada only, excluding Quebec. And please support our channel by clicking on the link in the chat for 20% off non-subscription items.
We should mention how controversial this has become, though, right? Yes. Do we really have to exclude Quebec still?
I posted it. Nobody commented on my post.
It's a very contentious topic of discussion.
How about, hey, let's spin it this way.
I don't think they are excluded, though. Because, again, we talked about it. I don't think they are.
Nope, I think we can.
Yeah.
I think that Quebec isn't excluded as long as we mail it as a gift.
Right.
Here, I'm gonna.
But let's say this, guys. We're working on it. We're working on a path to Quebec. We'll be there one day, soon, maybe.
Hopefully not like the Donner Party.
Oh, that's me. Don't forget to swing by on Mondays at 6:30 p.m. Pacific for Crypt Creatures, our horror campaign, DM'd by MZ Dusty. And this Friday is our last episode of Duke City Chronicle for forever. Well, 2 weeks after that, we're going to try and do a panel where everyone can access questions. But yeah, last episode is this Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific for Duke City Chronicles, our Monster of the Week campaign with Jason Russell as Keeper. But yes,
that was cool.
It's been a long trip. And we finally got to the end.
Yeah, and at the end, sometimes you need to go back to the beginning, which is rewinding, which you can do on YouTube. Basically.
That was the best segue ever, man.
Thanks, man. I want to write a segue. Yeah, so like we have all our past episodes on YouTube. Go subscribe because that's a good way to get notifications. And honestly, like it just pops up on like anytime you go to YouTube, it always has those ones you subscribe to. Any new videos, they're always just right there. They're right there. So speaking of subscribe, you also people subscribe here on Twitch, and if you do, you can give out 1 luck and inspiration. Example, Tig, I know you renewed your subscription today, so feel free to give out your luck and inspiration to the players to help us out along the way. It's like free numbers. It's free math. Who doesn't love free math? We're here to do math. Let's make it free. Guys, Twitch is it's telling me I'm dropping frames, but honestly, I'm looking at the bit rate. It looks pretty good. I say we go with it. What do we say? We going? I think we're going.
Let's just go. Let's dive in. Embrace the chaos.
Well, let's see how this video rolls, and we will be right back.
Solon, a world caught just outside the blessed fields of Elysium. Home to the migrated Gardenals, celestial animalkin searching for adventure. The Sun Guard are the protectors of this realm, standing against the forces of evil that seek to disrupt a lasting peace. It has been over 100 years since Bel's dark invasion faltered at Boiler Bay. In the north, Pelor's warming glow bestows prosperity to the nations of light. But in the south, a new story unfolds.
And welcome back. All right, let's recap, guys. You have... Oh, no, that's The group has left Gorspire Keep with several objectives in mind. They have trekked their way across a tiny corner of the Badlands and entered into the Myralan Forest. There, they quickly kind of passed several. The resource they had several positions marked as potential camps of these elves. They had to make their way through some abandoned or no longer functional of those. And right kind of at the peak of midnight, the group came along a hiding Tristi waiting to complete her training trial. Through some sneaky sneak and distract, an opening was made for Tristi to try and steal the moon sigil, is what I called it before. I don't think it's really a sigil. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. It's a pendant. It's not a pendant either. What is? It's a icon. Icon? It's a statue. Idol. Billy, every time.
Billy. Okay, yeah.
Idol. Yes, moon idol is the perfect term for it.
Cool.
As she went for it, a trap was triggered and combat ensued with several shadow elementals. After the combat, in which Vesta kind of got fired up, she cooled off but keeps the sunlight on for a good bit. The tribal elves show gratitude and tells the group to find the Fire Bloom trap near water's edge. And then, as the group kind of exit the immediate vicinity, this group of elves is seen kind of praying and meditating to the sun as it stays up. Tristi is a wreck. Pretty lost. Lupin helps ? And right now, at this moment, we come back to the two groups coming together. It was Lupin, Tristi, and Calliope talking a little just further outside the radius, with Shay, Vesta, and Envy kind of now rejoining.
All right.
I'm waiting for a very loud truck to pass. Sorry.
There's trucks in Solon.
I think it was a really loud dragonfly. It was like an insect that just it sounded like really loud by my ear. Sorry, guys.
I'm sorry, but I thought that we decided we were going to go back to the edge of the forest and camp.
That was discussed.
That was the plan, yes.
Yes.
Are we going to be balls of gas on our way there, or are we just walking? Oh, no, we decided no, because you could only do that once per dawn and not rest, so we weren't going to do that. Correct, Vesta?
Well, what time is it?
It's right now, I'd say it's just after midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah. So, yes, you have to walk.
Okay.
So, timing-wise, how long would it take theoretically to get out of the forest?
Now, knowing the camps were kind of ping-ponged a little bit, you had to go from one to another. A direct path back, you feel you can get there in about if you kind of pick up some speed and try to really put a little pace in it, hour and a half.
Right.
And how long was the ride out to the forest?
You guys, I remember it being close to 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours. Oh, from Gorespire.
Right.
From Gorespire, it was 3 hours, and then it took you, because the first camps weren't the right ones, it kind of took you another couple hours to get to that point where you found Tristi.
Okay. I guess in making our way out of the forest, I'd probably ask Tristi, so hey, I know you don't really have a plan on what's next, which is fine. Just whatever you know, let me know and I'll help. But for tonight, I probably need to get you back to Gorespire Keep. There's a deal that has been made so that some information is kept secret.
She looks at you and, what are you talking about?
it's kind of a thing. There was a performance. Things were said, and some of those things that were said, we're hoping to not have, the higher ups of the Sisters of Shar and other leaders know about. At least, not yet.
Wait, okay. I feel like I have some questions. Where and when?
So, okay. We were giving our group, Shay and
And just to
I'll-
clarify
I
real
mean-
quick, everyone can hear this conversation, I would think,
And
unless
that's
you're...
fine.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
I
I was
mean,
not sure.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure, in case
Yeah, I mean-
interjections need to be made.
right.
Okay.
Also, do we have to head back past the river or the pond to get out of the forest? Because remember they said that the flowers, how much more?
It's a different direction.
Yeah. Oh, are you asking about the lake?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I know how to take us to the lake, but yeah, I think we're gonna have to. We might want to rest before we go. It's total different direction.
So
I just don't
before-
understand why we don't rest here.
I don't
If-
either, but I think Lupin really wants to go back to camp.
I guess my question is before Lupin is talking to Tristi, would it be easier for us to just go to the lake and then turn into gas and make it back to the camp afterwards, rather than go back to camp, turn into gas, come back, sort of thing?
We'll just say, like, this, you asked this question kind of in a breaking point between Lupin and Tristi's conversation, as this is happening kind of just soon off, soon as walking
the
away.
danger here is, well, the lake has the flowers, right? That's what we're looking for.
Yes.
We were worried that the flowers were dangerous, and fighting them would be maybe a problem. Since, I think a lot of casters are spent. I can short rest some health back, but resources, I think, was the issue. We can go. Why not?
It's just not
But-
just like picking daisies, right? We're not just going to grab some flowers. We're probably
Right.
gonna encounter some unknowns.
But just because we go does not mean that we have to engage with them. We could just go to the edge of the lake and camp and then get the flowers after we have gotten a night's sleep.
I'm fine with whatever. I don't really see the need to go back all the way to the edge of the forest, but
I
If
agree.
you want to do that, that's fine. I'm just...
Tristi chimes in here and says, well, if I'm understanding the options, then she looks at you, Lupin. Should I can go back to town tonight.
I'm just worried that, based on what was said in our performance, that us being the workers and, I don't know, not champions, but supposed to be helping Lord Havish and his group, find out information about the city and all that. Based on what was said, it might seem like we are not really doing that job very well.
well, because this keeps getting brought up, I'd like to know, what is everybody so worried about getting back out? Like, what do you think I said that was so terrible that the Sisters of Shar can't hear? Or higher-ups?
My worry is, if Lord Havish is trusting us to be essentially his spies, we are spilling information that is probably meant for him. And B, we're not really working in his best interests, which not great if he's our boss.
I really, again, specifics. Anything specific that you guys are worried
Specifically,
about?
you did not speak well of Lord Havish when you did your act, Shay. And
That's
if
not
that
true. I entirely disagree. I did not say anything bad about him. I really
Even in
didn't.
the audience, it sounded
Well-
more like a rallying call against Lord Havish. That's what it sounded like to me.
I think I mentioned Lord Havish one time, and all I said that he lived a life of lavish. That is literally all I said.
Literally all.
Like, that's all I said.
Well, we'll agree
Bet.
to disagree on that aspect because I'm not going to go into like the semantics of how the context of words can be conveyed by an individual. People might interpret your song in any or your poem in any sort of way. But regardless of what their interpretations are, we still are representatives of Lord Havish, and if any kind of ill favor befalls him because of how we've conducted ourselves, it could inevitably, I mean, he could fire us, he could have worse things happen. I don't know exactly what exactly he would do, but I don't want to necessarily know that. And if he gets inclined to think that we are not trustworthy, he may be a little bit difficult to kind of work with moving forward.
I
if
mean,
his I was just gonna if his walls are guarded.
we already know how angry he got when I pushed back about him getting his townspeople sick, so I'm not particularly enjoying the idea that he thinks that we are secretly working against him now. Or not so secretly. But with that being said, why don't we just camp here with the elves?
I mean, we can do that. The agreement
I appreciate you are all. This is Tristi, I appreciate you letting me in on this information, but I still don't know. How did you get here? How did you know? What's the deal? You said there was a deal.
So
We
the
got
deal-
on horses and we rode to the edge of forest and then we walked through the forest to here. That's how we got here. Why are you asking us questions if you are not a member of this group that you do not get answers to?
She as you start saying that, she gives you this look of she gives you just like the look, but then when you say that she's not a member of this group, you see like the stern kind of like standing up to the first part. She doesn't really follow up with it.
So Saba tipped us off, and he is expecting you back by morning. And as long as you are there, then he will keep his mouth shut on what was said at
Just to
this
correct,
performance.
Saba is a she.
Oh, she.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So she would keep her mouth shut and not mention what happened to the others of Sisters of Shar. I know you don't want to go back, probably, and that's totally understandable. But if you at least can check in with her, then we might be able to keep a lid on this, at least for a little bit, until we figure out the next course of action. I guess.
It's safe for you to go back alone?
Oh, I can definitely make my way. I'm not worried about getting out of the forest. And she kind of she reaches down, and around her neck she has a necklace that has like a silver steed pendant on it. She kind of rubs it and says, "And I'll swiftly return back to Gorespire. I have a few inherited heirlooms. But this does change things. I was worried. I didn't want to go back knowing that the Sisters of Sharp potentially didn't want me, but did Saba say who it was? Was this Baraka?
I don't think Saba said who sent you on this mission that was so dangerous. She just said you were in danger, and so that's why we came. So.
But if I'm to follow this, if she sees me safe, then she won't tell Varaka about this performance.
Correct.
But she was at the performance?
She was.
Okay, back to this question. Where did this happen again?
I put on this really wonderful ballad for the Lost last night. Or, yeah, today. Well, now it's like probably a little into the morning, but yeah, you missed it. It was
for
really
the Lost. Good. So, within the Stonefall Quarter.
Yeah.
Oh dear. You think any of that is staying away from anyone's ears? The Misfits are all around the Stonefall Quarter. They sell information for... That's their game.
Yeah. Hey.
If they heard you, it will not be a secret even before the sun rises across the coast.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
They're really overreacting. It was no big deal.
By whose standards, Shay?
There was some insinuation, but really, if you look, I really didn't say much. Anything.
You said plenty, and from what I gather, not all of us have the ability to hide when things get a little difficult.
I don't see why you... Are you worried about having to hide?
Well, I'm worried about a lot of things. But all of this here in Gorskspire Keep is new to me. I'm from a small village. I'm still learning, as they say. But I guess what I'm trying to hint at is, regardless of if I have anything to hide or otherwise, I don't trust people very easily, and for people to know more about myself than I know them doesn't usually bode well.
I don't think...
Also, this may come as a surprise given the hair and the bright colors, but I don't particularly enjoy when people put their attention on me and when I'm not the person that is inviting it in. So you have put unwanted attention on me where I did not ask for it.
I think that's the main issue. Like, many of us, I wouldn't say work in the shadows, but we value privacy, and that privacy was broken with your poem.
I don't really know what to say. I mean, I already said it.
You did.
I really didn't think I was going to get this kind of reaction. I just thought I was sharing some fun stories. I didn't really think anybody would pay that much attention. But
You were giving fun truths.
yes, and I don't feel like I divulged a whole lot. I spoke kind of in generalities about a lot of different things. And I feel like when it comes to what I spoke about the city and about what we've learned, and I don't think I really spoke about anything people didn't already know about.
Really? So, show of hands, who here knows I have a tendency for a bit darker magic every now and then? before Shay's poem, that is. Oh, no one? Oh.
You're right. That part maybe other people did know about. I meant about the things that have to do with the city and the things going on in the city.
There's also kind of knowing in the back of your mind that that's a problem, and then there's saying that no, this is an actual problem out loud in an audience. Like, if we are supposed to be people of importance to Lord Havish and we are confirming these issues exist, and yes, they are wrong to exist, but that they do, it feels like you're starting some shit when, like, it was just something hidden under a rug.
Well, I will say, not everyone in Gorspire Keep really have a grasp of what's going on, especially when it comes to the five houses. I feel like if I wasn't constantly trying to gain acceptance into the sisters, that really, from an outsider perspective, Gorspire's not that bad of a place. Visitors, travelers, merchants, many come through, and none find it amazing, but none find it too bad either. It's the people that live here that are smart enough, that are connected enough to understand the real issues, the real dangers, the real threats. I mean, just the fact that the Night Watch are out there patrolling the lands for dangers, like, that's enough to make people uncomfortable. But there's a lot of people that live there that feel that within the walls, with the Githyanki in the guard and the sisters, there is a good amount of people here that are happy. And the ones that know better, the ones that aren't happy because they know better, those don't usually stick around that long.
Tristi. Sorry.
Go ahead.
How long have you been in Gorspire?
I've been here for almost 4 years.
Solid amount of time? I noticed you're wearing your uniform from Briarfell. And I just thought it was curious that you were wearing your Briarfell uniform during an initiation for the Sisters of Shar from Gorspire.
I thought it a better idea should I be caught and captured or discovered, that it not be directly relatable.
But isn't that where you're from?
Briarfell, yes. But I doubt the workings of wood elves from Moralian Forest would make it their way down into Polstrom, into my family.
Just curious.
I will say, it troubles me to see you all this uncomfortable. I know already that there are some people within the town that see you as a comfort, a something new, at least capable of potentially finding good, for working for good, for trying to make some things better. I worry that if you guys don't stay focused, and Havish will eat you guys up. Varaka too. She is powerful and she is wicked in certain ways. She makes me feel like a daughter, like a sister at times. And yet, there's no one I fear more right now.
Maybe that's who Lupin was sent to save you from.
But the question then becomes, I can run. I can find something else. I don't know what. I don't know. But, yeah.
Is the fact that you're not returning with the mission completed to the extent that they would have wanted going to reflect negatively for you?
I would. I failed the trial. I did. But perhaps if I can prove there was tampering or convince people that I was unfairly tested, perhaps.
And are the sisters necessarily the only house that you would want to be a part of? I mean, I feel that if this is just the beginning, then moving forward, the things that they're going to require you to do are going to probably be greater.
Yeah, I mean, should I join the official rankings of the sisters, I'd be working for their goals here on Salon, here at Gorespire. Raka does not talk much about what those are, to me, to the recruits at least. Her dealings are definitely beyond Gorespire. She has connections. She has people that she meets with. I have no doubts that her aims and her vision goes beyond this city.
And forgive me if I didn't notice, but is there a reason you didn't participate in Lord Havish's trial?
Good question.
That is a good question to the DM.
Oh no, Colin. Well,
like, was she already part of the Sisters of Shar then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I've been in Gorespire for several years now. For the most part, have been a recruit. I'm not gonna lie, the wages I earn at Spire Song Tavern are decent. I haven't been suffering by any means. Lupin, you know, I rather enjoyed my post as a recruit. I thought it would last forever. I didn't need it to move along per se quickly. I was happy where I was. But when the notice went out about Havish's trial, I don't know. I felt like going for that would have kind of negated years of work trying to get my chance.
That's fair, yeah.
But either one would work the same to my family, actually. Not gonna lie. In fact, if I came back a true emissary to Havish and the Githyanki, I feel that would be a highly respected and rewarded post amongst my siblings. But look, I don't need to have an answer for my future right now. That's just not what I need. But the next step, going back now, you're right. I could be punished. I could be usually when a
Calliope steps in and chops off everyone's head. No need to worry about that. And she lets out a roar.
Game over. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I don't know. Is it a good idea that you go back with as much as they're unknown? Or maybe she should just stay with us?
So it's kind of a two-part thing. If she doesn't go back by the morning, then basically the reason that we came out here, I mean, aside from, of course, protecting, helping, not
Number
protecting,
one.
helping
Of course.
Tristi, that information will be either relayed to Varaka or any member of the Sisters of Shar, at least.
But she did say that whether or not Saba puts in a good word for us or no word at all, that there's plenty of other opportunity from misfits and others. So I'm just saying, is it worth her to go back? If it's her, I don't know.
Well, it sounds like Tristi fears Varaka, and if in games of leverage she can use that against us, then maybe we would also have something to worry about.
Why don't we just send her to edge of forest where Buck is waiting and let her hang out with Buck until we take long rest, get flour, and then we can all go back with girl. At this point, while I don't enjoy the poem, it is a good point that the whole town probably already knows, and it doesn't really matter if What's-Her-Face tells everybody about it, and that if Tristi does not end up back in town in town by the time morning sun rises. My English is getting worse.
Is that English?
I said it in chat, but I'll say it on stream too. I love it when Vesta gives a plan like a Russian grocery list.
Check.
Cheese, sausage.
I'm glad that we picked up that that's one of my character traits. It's just, let's do this. Triscuits, yes.
We have something in. I have something in common with Vesta. I don't know how I feel about that. My mind is just lists.
You love it.
I mean, can you come right back to us, Tristi, if you feel like? Can you go check in with Saba? I mean,
it does seem like Tristi
Lupin
is very much a horse girl, so it seems like she probably can get back to us pretty fast.
She's got some kind of cool amulet around her neck. I think she can.
Yeah.
Because if it's worth trying to do right by Saba for keeping things as quiet as possible for as long as possible, but I don't want it to be the reason you go back if you think you're going to be in danger.
What do you want to do, Tristi? I guess is the better of the questions.
She takes a look at your whole group, kind of giving herself.
Don't look
a
at
moment.
me. I think that you should go away.
Calliope, what does Calliope do?
Calliope just stands there quietly.
Now,
Gripping her ass.
Lupin, real quick, remind me, which one is Buck?
The one that
Buck
Envy
is-
thinks is cute.
Yes.
As well as.
So Buck is. So he was one of, I guess, maybe the. What, like a captain or one of the higher ups of.
Fenric.
Oh,
You
name's
always forget his name. Fenric.
Yes. But right now Fenric is MIA, so Buck is the guy. He is the leader of the Night Watch.
Oh wow. There hasn't been a change in the guard of the leaders
Yeah.
since I've been here.
Yep.
Well, that seems big.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Was-
what are you going to do?
As you say that, she finishes her sentence of, "Was that part of the song?"
No, it wasn't. Everybody thinks it was. It was not.
You
wasn't.
did say Finric left.
I never said he left. I said he was a coward. That is all I wrote. Said, sung.
Sort of this.
Oh, just that.
I said he was a coward. That could imply that he's a coward and I don't like his leadership. I insinuated nothing about him leaving.
Oh boy. Well.
Again, I think sometimes you guys, you know the information and then I, barely said something. That doesn't mean everybody knows everything.
I barely know everything. All I know is I want to go to bed.
Really? You act and walk around like you know the most than everyone. Are you sure?
I do know the most of everyone, but I don't know everything, and I'd like to go to bed now. So let's figure it out. Tristi, where are you going?
We need to put her to bed.
I like the idea of returning with you. Just until I know... Look, my instinct is to run. But my heart is enough here to want to stay to see if you guys... I don't know. If I can help, I'm gonna help. And if I can't, then I'm probably gonna go. But for now, it sounds like I can help. So how about if you guys need to be going somewhere else, I'll find Buck and I'll wait with him.
Right.
Okay.
I forgot how long it was.
I just dropped my ballad in the private chat. So
Oh wow! So everyone can.
If somebody needs a
text the
refresher,
lyrics, yeah.
Oh,
nice.
that's right. Okay, now I remember.
Shay,
Now I
Shay.
remember
Yeah,
why
that's
I'm
a
mad
lot.
at you.
Yeah.
because I will. Yeah. Okay. So wait, and I'm sorry. As I was doing that, is she coming with us to go get the blooms or not?
That's not what she suggested.
I'm sorry. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, so she suggested going to Buck and telling Buck to wait.
And waiting with Buck.
a little. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I apologize.
That's
I
okay.
was half attention. All right. So, are we gonna rest here? Are we gonna go straight to the lake and rest? Are we going to Buck and resting?
I mean, if Tristi's gonna go with Buck and wait there, we can rest here. I mean, save some time, I guess.
And then Colin, because I would know where the lake is and an idea, can you help me, Shay, know what to advise the group on where to stay so that we're going in the right direction and not wasting time going in the wrong direction for rest?
Well, it sounds like you're resting pretty much right where you are. You were walking back towards that. I can bring up a map.
Well, because that's what I'm saying. Would it make sense to rest here and then go to the lake, or go to where Buck is and then the lake?
Well,
To go to Buck where Buck is another good 2 hours of walking. Y'all been walking
in the wrong direction.
In the wrong direction.
Thank you. That's what I needed. Okay, cool.
I hate to reveal all my tricks, but if we turn into, god damn it, fucking D&D Beyond, you fucking suck.
Right?
Not a sponsor.
Well, not anymore. That's for damn sure.
All the little buttons that they have.
I cast Gift
All
of
the
Gab.
little buttons.
So many buttons. Okay, listen. I don't like to reveal everything I can do. However, if I turn us into mist, it does last for 8 hours. So theoretically, if we go back to Buck and camp, and then once we've rested, I cast it, we can then use it for 8 hours.
8 hours is like that nice resting length, though, for full rest.
No, I know. I'm saying after we've rested.
You could do it again. No.
No. We'd walk back, camp, cast it, and go back. Because then it wouldn't... our fly speed is 300 feet. So it doesn't matter, really, if we've wasted the
It doesn't
2
matter
hours
where you cast that spell when you're ready to use it.
It will be safer at Buck, where our original camp was.
Yeah, that's true. Who wants to decide? Go, let's go. Who wants to decide?
Come on,
All
Calliope.
right. We are going to go back, camp, mist, get the flower, leave, but somewhere in between that, Buck and Tristi will head back to Gorespire.
Great. Thank you, Indy, for deciding.
I was just relaying what you said, but okay, we're going.
Woo!
Listen, I don't come up with plans. I just follow them. Obviously.
Vesta's literally come up with
BS
most of the
bullshit. I don't know everything. I know everything, okay? You listen to me.
Vesta is trying to be humble tonight. It's clearly not working because you keep calling her out on it every time.
Humble
Oh my gosh.
my ass.
So,
Vesta's heard why she's angry at Shay, so don't push it.
so
You're talking to Chelsea. Be nice.
I love you, Chelsea.
you make it the rest of the way to where Buck is. It is 3-ish o'clock in the morning. Buck is asleep, but
Smart man.
awakens as you approach.
We're loud. It's the footsteps.
Hey, Buck, hey. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, Jesus. Did you find it? Are you? And he kind of notices the person. Oh, good. I'm glad.
Okay, bedtime. And Vesta goes and curls up by the fire, and good night. I'm assuming there's a fire.
No, not at this moment. No, he was.
Lame.
He
She
was
sits
asleep.
down where there was a fire and produces flame to make a fire, and then goes to sleep.
Okay.
Somebody else does watch. Wake me up when you need second watch.
Buck kind of. He looks kind of shaky. He says, "I can keep watch while you guys are shooting it."
Yeah, you probably should since you were sleeping without one. Seems pretty stupid to me.
How would
Good
he do
night.
a watch by himself?
Yeah, so aggressive.
Just stay up and not
So
go to
mean. Effie, you're gonna let her talk to Buck like that?
Afraid, like Tristi's afraid of Baraka. I'm afraid of Vesta.
If she has
Absolutely
That's
should be.
messed
5 to
up.
9 letters in her name and it's
Vesta,
an
I've
A.
seen her
She's
hand light
crazy.
fire so many times.
So is everyone going to sleep?
Shay's gonna go sleep. Yeah. Get cozy.
Based? Well, yeah, I'm gonna sleep. I need the rest.
Tristi
So, yeah.
is also.
Her outfit is gonna change into flannel pajamas. She's gonna get into her little sleeping set.
Calliope
love it.
kind of
Sleep.
sees it and she kind of rubs her paw over it. Ooh, that's
Nice,
nice.
right?
Yeah,
I know. We gotta get you a pair.
I agree.
Wait, you have it like built in. What am I talking about?
It's that like fur on fur action, you know? Yeah, I'm sure it feels good. So is everyone sleeping? Except Buck.
How many watches game-wise would we have to do?
I would say 2 because Buck can manage one of them or 2 of them. Or, yeah, Buck. I mean, he doesn't need to. He offered to watch, so you don't know if that means that he would just not get a night's sleep or what. But he offered to watch
I'll stay up with Buck.
the whole night.
No.
Vesta
Vesta said she's taking second watch.
Unless Buck's gonna stay up all night. Morning.
All right.
Is Buck gonna do the whole watch?
So as everyone, Buck, you don't know. You kind of went to sleep as he was saying he would watch over you guys. You didn't wait to hear the whole conversation.
Correct.
Yeah. As people find their spot, it's kind of, remember how I said he was hiding the horses and everything in this cove of trees. It's not quite in the forest. It's kind of like a little patch outside. And there's definitely like the grass, the tall grass, but also this tree that has these low, long, outflowing branches that you can kind of find spots that have a curved back, and you might fall off a few times, but generally kind of comfortable to sleep in if you find your spot just a couple feet off the ground or the grass. As everyone's falling asleep, Buck kind of takes up sitting on one of these higher branches that give a little bit more vision outward, but kind of levels off for a good bit before going down and away.
How was your rest?
Go on and kiss the girl.
Why are we by a pod with singing frogs?
Go on and kiss Buck. Whoa.
As you say that, you said something. Say what you said again. Oh, how his rest was?
Yeah, how was his sleep?
He looks over to you and looks around and says, "Shh." Just motioning.
Is he high up or just like?
He's not that high up, but he's definitely like a little bit away where like he's not directly surrounding everyone trying to sleep.
Okay, I'm gonna carefully go over.
As you kind of get close enough, he whispers, just trying to keep his voice down. Well, I mean, you see that spot where Lupin now is kind of resting on that branch? Pretty comfortable. I actually fell asleep pretty fast.
You did that without any worry about anything sneaking up?
No, I mean, obviously when we're out on patrol with our pack, there's plenty of safety, but I trust my senses.
That makes one of us.
Did you grow up in the wilderness?
Not really. I mean, I come from a small village, insert name, where we kind of all more or less watch out for each other. But to be fair, when I decided to leave and come all the way out here, that was the most that I had ever traveled, let alone travel by myself. Not the best of sleeps, but also not the worst.
I can see that this new kind of adventurous life might suit you pretty well.
What makes you say that?
Oh, I've been around plenty of people I've met through the night watch and through my business before. I've adventured, I've partied, I've been with a group. You don't really learn what you're capable of until you make yourself vulnerable.
Guess that's fair.
Many people I've met along the way haven't. You just never know, do you? You meet someone in the market that obviously have never been in a situation like this, hiding, sleeping, trying to watch their back from dangerous creatures. Why would anyone ever put themselves in this situation? But he does, pointing to Lupin. He wanted it. He wanted to go out. He wanted to put himself in danger's path directly. He wanted to intercept evil. Probably he still does, from what I can tell.
I mean, I only know Lupin briefly, but from what I do know, he's very loyal. I mean, we're out here to help his friend, and I don't know a lot of people that would take up that tasking without some type of incentive or something to benefit them in the long run.
You would.
I mean, it depends on the person, really. I guess.
You say that. But I don't know.
I mean, so it's kind of in my nature to help, sort of. I mean, yeah, I like to help people, but I wouldn't say I go out of my way to help people unless I see them in danger and decide to. Regardless,
No, that's important. He finished that sentence.
I mean, if you see people that need help and you don't do anything, then, well, that just doesn't seem very right.
That's a really great way to think, but that is not how it works in Gorespire.
I'm starting to tell. I mean, I saw some of the people afflicted, and it's almost as if they're kind of forgotten about or not put out in the limelight, as they say. It's easier to brush it over rather than try and seek something that benefits the mass.
Well, can't say I'm much any better at that, I feel. We attempt, at least the Night Watch, at least from what I've been doing, we attempt to solve problems one monster at a time, one region, one cleansing, one beast felled from this realm, but we don't actively fight against the larger picture, the bigger deal. That's the hard part. People rushing to danger that they're not in already. That's not common. Facing your own troubles, that's what most people do. They struggle. They try to make it through their next day. Going beyond that to help other people, that is different. And there's different ways to do it, sure, but
What about yourself? I don't think I've ever asked. Why did you join the Night Watch? Was it to help people?
It is, yeah. I came here with a group from the north. From Solramon, across the Barrier Sea. We were part of a mercenary guild there, and our adventures brought us south. We were a good group. We did a lot of good down here. Yet, I don't even really see any remnants anymore. When our quest was done, I came back here, filled a void, and paid a debt. I owed Finric. He helped me and my group.
Well, now it almost seems like Finric owes you, in a way, sort of.
Yeah. Only time will tell if his gift will be a burden or a curse or a gift.
I mean, I think for someone that has come across a responsibility such as the one that is now on your shoulders, you are holding it very well. You are holding it very well, right?
Yes, but it's only because I have the freedom's not the right word. I have the luxury of small focus right now. I am able to focus on my night watch and figuring out their next steps. You guys are focusing on the bigger picture, and that's what's needed.
Guess I didn't think about it that way.
Do you eat meat?
Yes, unless it has a face that looks like me.
I have some really good ox jerky. I make it kind of as a hobby. I'm gonna go get some for you. And he hops down off and heads over to his horse and starts searching through a pack. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh shit! What?
Ba, 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 ba. It's a 16. Oh, it got scary.
As you're watching Buck, he goes around to the other side of his horse, and you go, "Oh man, where is he?" And as you try to turn your head to keep following him, you notice your head's not moving. You try to move your hands. Nothing is moving. Your eyes are paralyzed, staring, and you notice now that your focus shifts. You're staring past the trees in the little cluster, past the field of grass that connects to the forest, and into the forest line. And you see a figure, cloaked, shadowy, scary, energy kind of wafting right at the edge of the forest line. And then it's gone. Chills run down your spine as you feel hot breath right behind you. You try to speak, to scream, to move, nothing. And you hear this deep inhale. Ah, yes. I smell her on you. Soon, she will reveal her choice. Then I will feast. You feel the presence disappear as you hear just beyond, oh, there it is. And some crumpling as like some parchment papers moving as he grabs something out of his pack. You regain control as that's where we're going to go on break real quick.
No! I mean, damn it!
We need 10 minutes for a bathroom break and to refresh drinks. Don't go anywhere. We will be doing our first drawing of the night for the Griffin Co. giveaway. Exclamation critical into the chat to join that. And we will be right back. Don't go anywhere, guys. Thank you. We'll be back. Woo! Hello, welcome back.
Yeah?
Yeah. I counted in multiple languages. One that probably wasn't. Welcome back, guys. Woo. Let's do a giveaway. Totally the normal way that we do giveaways right now.
Giveaway. It's giveaway time. It's giveaway time. I'm just doing that while he gets the stuff ready.
Boom. Simple Wits. Are you still here?
Simple
Grandma, are you still here? Simple Wits, you have won the giveaway. Find me, Family Fantasy RPG, on our Discord. There's a link. I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
Oh, Judgy did it. Also, we have another giveaway. So if you do exclamation critical for our dice giveaway at the end of the stream, stick around and we'll do it and it'll happen. Welcome back. We are going to jump right back in there. Envy, you're here. That's all we need because Buck definitely notices that something is wrong as he finally connects eyes with you as you are freed from this hold on you. And he goes, he immediately looks around and is like, "What's wrong? Did you see something?"
Not necessarily see. Glimpse, maybe?
What? In the forest?
Yes, but I don't think it's from the forest.
Should we wait? Do you still see it? What the fuck?
I'll give a quick look, but I don't think I'm seeing anything.
Go ahead and roll for me.
Oh, okay.
First roll of the night.
No, you had to roll a save.
That's
roll.
true.
18? No. Nothing. I mean, it's dark, but nothing.
And I don't have dark vision.
Yeah. It's dark. There's light in the atmosphere. It's like moonlight behind clouds. It's not complete pitch like underground dark, but it's dark.
Can I tell you something, Buck?
Yeah, I think we're at that point now.
Oh, we are. Okay. Well, there's something about me that I'm not sure could be conveyed as a good thing. It's really hard to explain as there's no definitive proof, I guess.
Okay, so you have a feeling that you are away.
Away?
A certain way, like you.
Oh, yes. Remember that small village that I come from?
Yeah.
Well, let's just say not always good things happen there.
Okay.
Basically, there's like not a legend, just like a thing that happens where children that are born there have a tendency to manifest or be tied to kind of like a dark, shadowy creature. I don't really know the technical term for it. And the year I was born, there was only, I think, one or two other people at the same time. And let's just say I see dark, shadowy people every once in a while. And rather than have that affect those around me, I decided to leave the village because it's you don't want that to kind of be tied down to you. And rather than others come to that determination before myself, I felt it better to just seek other things.
So you haven't been back home?
No. not since I left and then came to Gorespire.
Well, I'm sure you've heard it before, but a lot of people have to make home somewhere that isn't truly home. I'm sorry. What? So you left, but did this? Are you still are you cursed? What happened next? Like what?
I mean, I guess you can call it a curse, but there's no think of it like a madness. And if I am the one that was afflicted, it's just going to progressively get worse over the years until either I lose my mind or otherwise.
Have you sought healing? Curses? Some can be cured and restored and healed and removed, and there's all sorts of ways.
Well, yes, I mean, if there's a way to be rid of it, I am more than willing to seek that information out, but
You're not. It doesn't seem like it's a big priority to you.
well, I mean, to be fair, those that have been afflicted by it have kind of gone mad before now, so I'm one of the lucky ones.
And you were just thinking about this just now and got. You looked frightened.
I mean, it's rather frightening, to be perfectly honest. But they said something this time. Not sure how to make sense of it.
Do you want to tell me?
And I'll kind of relay to the best of my capabilities what was said. But I don't think I know any, like, she that he was referring to in this particular case.
Not, I mean, as general as a male-female discrimination can be. But of course, that's the question Buck asks because that's she. Who do you think? Well, at least, okay, she. Wow. Well, I think that might be a sign that you need to up it on your priority. Seems like maybe something you should pay attention to.
Yeah, I mean, since arriving at Gorespire, everything's kind of just gotten away from us. I guess I could take some time to try and see if anyone has heard anything that fits that description.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if Buck was there with Kyson one of the times. He wasn't either time, was he?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Have you met Kyson the monk?
Yes. And the doctor.
Ah, yes.
Or
Lutenal, yes.
he's the one that sent us to go look for that flower. Which I don't think anyone said because we were all tired, but we need to go back into the forest to look for a flower.
I think you'd mentioned it. You'd mentioned it on the journey out. That was
Okay.
part of it, yeah. Oh, it's good. He's probably who I would go to if I had these types of questions. He knows a lot, and he was our contact from the north. He was one of the first people we met in Gorespire.
So you could say he's trustworthy. I mean, I know Lupin trusts him, but
I do. I trust him.
well, when we get this flower and bring it back to him, I'll see if I can ask him about it. But
So you,
don't start worrying or anything like that, Buck. I mean, I'll be fine. Oh, you weren't thinking about worrying, and now you are because I mentioned it, so it's planted the seed. Anyways.
what? I mean, yeah. I mean, I worried. What? What do you? What?
You said you got jerky.
Oh yes. And he almost pours half of it out because he just wasn't paying attention to like his hands or like paying attention to anything else, and kind of gathers it up. A few pieces hits the ground, and they're kind of like large flat chunks, dark red, but nice and dry and kind of crack as he kind of cracks one and hands a piece to you. It's good if you eat it.
Yeah,
but
you'll take it.
as he hands, as like he eats and says, "Okay. What? So tomorrow you guys are headed out. What do you want? Do you want me to stay another night? Do you want? I really should get back to searching and." Sorry, the voice is slowly changing back to where I thought Buck was.
I think Tristi has to go back to Gorespire in the morning anyway, so perhaps you could take or go with her there.
Yeah, I could do that.
Actually, you probably need to take the horses.
Okay.
Vesta, I don't know if I should say this, but Vesta said she could do something to us that makes us move faster. I'll put it that way. I wonder if after we get the plant, we could do that to move faster back to Gorespire. Would be the better case.
For the benefit of the doubt, she did describe it. She did. I remember her telling you that it lasts 8 hours.
Vesta rolls over in her sleep. It's just, yeah, motherfucker. I said 8 hours. Listen to me. Totally asleep, of course.
Right. Well, why didn't y'all do that out?
She said she could do it limited times, so we didn't want to.
Oh. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I can take the horses. I can take Tristi. I can head back. I can get back to work. I can hopefully have something as far as leverage or notes that maybe can help you out. But you guys should be back soon.
Yes, soon.
Because I need you guys if I'm going to be attending this meeting.
Oh, yes, we wouldn't miss it for anything.
Okay. Well, in the morning, me and Tristi will head back. And the horses.
All right. Well, are you just going to stay up all night? I mean, more than what you've rested.
I'm kind of not tired right now.
Are you just saying that, or is do Lupinals just sleep a shorter amount of hours in a day?
Are you asking him or are you asking me?
Probably him while I'm like looking in Lupin's direction. Is this another trade secret?
No, to be honest, we really kind of love sleeping in from time to time when occasion allows it, but we often work at night. But yeah, I mean, you should definitely get some sleep.
I'll try. Thanks for everything, actually.
I thank you too. There's a lot that I don't know right now, but I feel if it wasn't for you guys, I would be pretty tangled mess trying to deal with Finrick and trying to deal with what to do with the Night Watch, but I don't know. I've been more unsure before. But yeah, get some sleep. Sounds like we're gonna have more troubles sooner than not, so.
Alright. Well, when we get back to Gorespire, we'll reach out to you and see what the next move is.
Yep. Good thing we still have a little bit more time. Time to figure some shit out.
We have like 4 or 5 days is what it...
You're on the 4 days right now, yeah. Look at you guys going through a full 24 hours pretty quickly.
Stop. I guess Envy will keep some of that jerky with him and then head off to bed.
Okay. The rest of the night goes off without a hitch. You guys wake up with the tinge of warmth, even though quite far away with the sunrise on the coast. Still, it's enough to just kind of shake that cold dew that seems to be resting on the trees and the grass. You take your time. Buckpuck is up pretty quick, kind of checking all the horses. Tristi does not wake quickly. She seems to be enjoying the sleep for as long as she can get. Anything you guys want to do in the morning?
Full rest, yeah?
Full rest, yep.
Yeah.
I got to apply that to a few of my peeps.
Okay.
Cool.
Vesta is gonna stretch and bring the fire back to life and I don't know, warm her hands over it. I don't know what the weather's like outside. It's cold as shit
It's
here.
cold, yeah,
so
it's cold.
Warm her hands up over it. Are we ready to go? Is there breakfast, Buck? No? Okay, well,
I mean,
some people are more useful than others.
Really could use a coffee right now, but
I think, I don't know about you guys. I have rations. I've got
yeah.
like, dry bread and jerky.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
like I said, some people are more useful than others.
Don't you like also do magic and like leaf magic and animal magic and shit?
Normally, yes, but Ashley is using D&D Beyond on the app, and it's very hard to change spells. So spells I have right now, I'm stuck with because fuck D&D Beyond. Listen, the app is not user friendly when you are.
I like the browser. Browser by far.
Nobody at me in the chat. Okay.
No,
Are we ready to go? I've been impatient about this since day one. I want to get us moving. Let's go. Fire plant. Yes?
Okay. Tristi. See you back at the city.
Okay, so I thought about it last night, and I feel I'm gonna have to talk to Saba.
Okay.
That's
Which
the
means-
whole point, I think.
Right, but which means I'm not gonna be able to avoid Varaka.
Okay.
I
So
mean, is there a were you worried about avoiding her?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't. She does failure in general. I can't imagine goes over well. I've seen her. I mean, basically, if someone fails, she banishes them from returning.
What's your proof of failure or success? What was it you were supposed to bring back to prove that you were successful?
A piece of the idol.
Why
Piece
did you-
of the idol.
Why did
Okay.
you drop it at the end? You had it.
Yeah.
Everything was good.
I
Brought it
don't
with
know.
you.
I was questioning what I was doing. I didn't think that it was good anymore. I thought that. I don't know. I thought I was gonna run. I thought I was gonna not go back. I didn't think that. I didn't think.
Maybe don't go back. I don't know.
But as you say, if Saba knows that I'm safe, then your secret is safe. As far as her.
Could I mold earth? Like pick up a handful of earth and mold it to look like a chunk of the tower? Like, or whatever the
It was a
shrine-
moon idol. It was a
The
moon.
moon idol.
Yeah, or I mean, could bringing back a chunk of the statue because it blew up, right? Or-
You did complete the trial. You just don't have evidence. Well, we were witness. We just aren't going to be there right away. You did complete it.
No, maybe.
I just.
Did you
she's
want to
thinking.
fail?
No. Well, I didn't. I don't know now. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, well, sit here and think about it then. I don't know with you. You change your mind too much. I figured out how to change spells. So
I'm
now
gonna
I-
do the little, like, very obvious but not obvious, like, look. Shay's gonna look over to Lupin and be like, like, and then, like, go kind of towards Vesta to, like, pretend like we're preparing to do whatever we're gonna do to leave with Vesta.
They're not very forgiving, are they?
They
No.
are not.
We're not near them, Vesta.
Look, I
So-
thought I don't know. I don't know. The answer is I don't know now. I don't know. But I know that it seems like I should go back. Where would I go? If I don't go back, where do I go? Do I just wait?
I mean, what do you want to do? That is ultimately the question. Like, if you want to help people of Gorespire, then going back to Gorespire would be the place to go and start doing that. But again, no one's forcing you to do that.
I want to go and at least thank Saba for sending you guys. That seems at least something that I want to do.
Okay?
And perhaps Perhaps if Saba has a reason to think I am useful, maybe I confront Varaka and say that I was cheated. I can always run after that.
But again, ultimately, is you have to decide what you want, and if you want to be like, if this is a goal to, are you worried about like being like shunned from the town and exiled, or just not being part of the Bashar and finding a job?
No, I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
I don't know. It'd just be easier, right? I mean, if I'm leaving, it'd just be easier to leave now. I don't need to have Varaka tell me I was a failure. But knowing more now, I do owe Saba at least a thing.
I mean, can you just let, like, hey, write Saba a note, hey, meet me at a tavern and, thank her?
Well, I mean, yeah, probably she's always at the Spire Song. I can find her.
Yeah.
So what? So that, and then...
So, I mean, there are lots of people that need help, and where is Buck in all of this?
He's probably helping get the stuff together. He's not trying to be part of this conversation at the moment.
So I'd look over to Buck and say, the Night Watch, while maybe not as prestigious as the group that, Sisters of Shar are, they certainly probably could use a helping hand. Buck is trying to keep everything together, but I'm sure he could use some help. If not them, there is the Lost. I mean, there still is the Affliction around. Do I know if Tristi's met Kyson?
You wouldn't think so, no.
If you want to just maybe do some good, there's maybe someone I can introduce you to maybe help develop some more of your skills and also, again, do some good for Gorespot. But it's a choice you have to make. I've ran from a lot of things in my life, and I've decided I'm not gonna run from Gorespire. I'm gonna save it. Whatever that means. I don't know yet. But I'm gonna do it.
That... Lupin, that's lofty, that's crazy.
It is. It is.
Okay, look, I can tell your friends are in a hurry. I'll go back, and when I'm done, or if I feel unsafe, I'll find Buck. I'll stay with the Night Watch. I'll stay until I don't feel comfortable staying anymore.
Seems fair.
Okay. Now, you have to be careful too.
I'm always careful. What are you talking about?
Hey, y'all been really kind of dodgy about this. You're going to find a flower?
We're gonna go save Gorespire.
The idea is this flower can maybe help some of the afflicted. It's part of some kind of medicine plan thing. It's a big thing. So
If I turn you to mist now, you no longer can talk. Are we done with conversation?
He didn't have her coffee. Sorry.
That's this group I'm in.
Oh,
ready to
okay.
go?
I get it. Buck, are you ready? And Buck, he has he's made this flying wedge of horses, all tied together. He says, "Yep. Take your pick. This one's mine, but I'm pretty sure you can take whichever one you want." And just for a little bit of flair, she takes her necklace and rubs it, and out of the morning fog rises this white silvery plume from the tall grass, and then materializes into this silvery steed, armored, packed, and she it bows its head, and she does one of those grabs the mane and puts one foot on, and as she lifts her foot over, the horse comes up into full riding position with her taking her spot. And okay, you guys be careful, and we'll be in town when you get there.
Okay, great. We were so worried.
Safe travels. We'll be back sooner rather than later.
Okay, Vesta reaches up to her necklace. It's a very pretty necklace with lots of beads. She takes bead off of necklace. She casts Windwalk, and over the next minute, you turn into giant ball of gas.
I'm saying over the minute, it starts with your legs as you feel all of a sudden with your clothes before didn't really you didn't feel anything, but at your feet you feel this cool air as the morning dew mist goes.
You turn into a cloud, not a ball of gas. But
Okay.
as we turn, remember to follow Shay. Shay is our leader. And so just as a reminder, your flying speed is 300 feet, and you have resistance to damage from non-magical weapons. The only action that you can take in this form are the dash action or to revert to your normal form.
Go.
And then you can go back to your you can go back.
Correct. It takes 1 minute to get out of it
1 minute.
and 1 minute to get back into it. It lasts for 8 hours.
Wait, it takes 1 minute to get out of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Shay will start, she'll rise above the tree line a little bit so she can get a good aerial shot, make sure she's heading towards the lake. And I will, just say in advance, she, will get to the outskirts of the lake to reassess and look around and
So straight path to the lake and then kind of get there.
Yeah, and then she might drop form to do whatever, and she doesn't know where the fire blooms are, but she does know where the lake is.
Right. So you travel. It's still this is Austin to Dallas. This is a 3-hour drive, turned into a 30-minute flight. Just freaking zooming through the trees. I'm gonna pick one of you. I would like, Shay, since you're leading, I would like for you to roll on a D20. G-Dubs asks Vesta what your windwalk looks like, but they could be. Is there any special effects to these clouds? Maybe, I don't know. Or are they just clouds?
Thank you for the question. I do not have Twitch chat up today. I would say that the clouds look just like little puffs, but if you sit there and you stare at them for too long, oh look, there's a person. Wait, there's a person? And they are slightly gray to kind of give off that essence of matter, maybe it's a dud from a volcano.
A little smoky.
A little smoky.
A little smoky.
I'd like
a little barbecue flavor.
Shay's dropping off little gaseous forms as she goes along. Little tut, 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 tut.
All right, what did you roll on that d20, Shay?
Oh, I'm supposed to roll? I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
oh,
I
yeah.
thought only
Oh,
she
yeah.
was rolling. I
Here we are
apologize. I
waiting
was not
for you.
listening intently enough. What kind of roll was it?
Just a straight d20.
It was a 12.
It was a 12. Okay,
Are you sure I was rolling survival?
I'm sure. As you're traveling in this line, you're kind of zigzagging just to not look so mechanical, right? You kind of
Okay.
you don't look natural per se, but you're not like just freaking going. You're kind of doing these bends and curves, going with like a more natural flow. And there's a section where quickly, especially because of how fast you're going, like within a split second, the terrain seems to change and get cold, and the ground gives way to a marshy, like, bog, and you just feel this like tickling cold as you fly by, and you see potentially a good distance off in the clearing, perhaps a structure.
Shay will like stop in the air and she'll like do a couple little like circles and little puffs along the way.
You guys definitely feel the change. There's just like a serious temperature change. The like, you know, those feelings you got when you first entered the forest with like the changing, moving shadows and like altered perspectives. It's super strong at this moment.
She's hoping her group, as gaseous form, will know why she's doing a little like. That's her attempt at asking a question.
I don't think they.
Okay.
Unless anyone wants to respond with emotion.
Uh.
No response.
Yeah.
No response.
Okay. Shay will drop gaseous form.
Over.
Well, you have to land. You
I
have to
know.
land in a couple minutes.
It'll take a minute. She'll drop it.
Okay. We'll say like 40 seconds in, as we'll just say like towards the end of this minute, as like your form is materializing from the top, it's like the cloud just gets denser and starts to form flesh, and it gets down to your feet, and as your feet form, you feel them sink into this thick mud that is just overrun with water in a very, very moist and muddy area.
Okay. Speaking to her gaseous friends still. Okay, this is very unpleasant. We definitely don't want to be walking around in this muck. But there's a building over there, and the lake's right there.
Now, the lake is still, you're still what you would imagine, like, I mean, as fast as you were flying, you still feel like you had a little bit of ways to go to the lake.
Oh, I thought.
No, sorry. I know that's my bad. I didn't explain it enough. Just
I thought we were like, oh, there's the lake. There's
no,
some
it was
ruins.
like on the D20 was like a roll to on your journey just straight to the lake.
Okay. Well, yeah, she was only gonna stop because she thought she was close to the lake. I'm trying to debate if I want to commit to this then. Okay, I guess I'm already here. Buildings?
Do we need to go to the building?
Okay, are they shaking? Are they shaking a no?
Yeah, it looks like there's some
Getting a little no?
some
Okay.
horizontal movement, cloud
Okay,
movement.
back straight
All
to
right.
the lake then. I'm taking it
Okay.
straight to the lake. If I do a little circle in the air, that means I'm asking a question. So do your best to answer. And then I turn into a piece of gas again.
Sure. You find that it seems like just like a couple 100 feet through this area, it seems like it goes back into the temperate, still cold, but just not that like creepily cold atmosphere. And you're traveling through the forest, and you pull up right as you kind of see through the tree lines this crystal blue water. The blue water that you see in front of you, even though it's dark and stormy ahead, it reflects as if there is bright sunlight and like beach across this water. It is gorgeous, and you recognize the water easily, Shay and Vesta, as Crystal Lake surrounding Torch Pool.
I'll take us right up to like where the tree line meets the lake.
Mm-hmm. And then are you dematerializing or are you going in a circle?
And then I will.
Are you perceiving?
Okay, I'll look around.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Why? I'd be happy to. Not bad, not bad, not bad. That's a 19.
In this light, you notice that you see the temple city of Torchpool across the water. It's a good distance, and there's definitely some fog and mist that shrouds it, but you see you recognize portions that had these large fires. And sure enough, even at this early morning hour, the fires are lit all the way across the lake. Looking northward and then southward, that then curves westward, you don't see any immediate signs right now. There's kind of like this weird light effect from the fires across the Crystal Lake. It makes it a little difficult to see.
Even with the 19. Okay.
Even with the 19.
She's gonna drop her gaseous form.
Okay.
Okay, guys, this is the farthest. I mean, I don't know where else we're going from here. This is Crystal Lake. Welcome to Crystal Lake. Crystal Lake, rest of the group. That's Torchpool, if you didn't already know. And I don't know where we should go from here.
Will.
The lake is where the flower is, right?
Yeah, you wait that awkward minute as everyone else unclouds.
Wasn't it the wood elves that said that they've seen him near the lake? We're going off of like that intel. Mm-hmm. We don't really have anything specific, so like
we need to wait until nighttime to see flowers, if I remember correctly.
What? Why did we? What? We're here way too early.
It's almost like I was pushing you to go last night and everybody wanted to take
I was not everybody. I did not need to rest. I just want to put that out there. I did not need to rest.
Calliope's like, I needed to rest.
Shay's gonna start skipping stones. Chelsea's gonna pee.
Look at her running off. Skipping stones could be a bad idea. What if there's a Loch Ness monster?
I mean, we could just hang out. Do we want to visit Torchpool for any weird reason?
No.
Okay, well.
No, we do not. We stay away from Fireplace.
Just for mechanics purposes, just to throw it out there, it was told to you that it's easier to find it at night. It's not impossible to find it during the day, but it's just a lot easier to find it at night.
Can I? Actually, go ahead.
Well, would they? I mean, if these fire plants are dangerous, would they be less dangerous in daylight normal times, maybe?
That's a good idea. Vesta's gonna start poking around and seeing, not poking literally, but like walking around the edge of the lake to see if she sees a plant that looks like weed.
Give me a nature.
I can't remember what the fire plant looks like other than the fact that it like had fire.
Give me a nature check.
The fire blooms.
Envy's gonna emboldening bond Shay, Vesta, and Lupin as their searching.
Thank you.
All right, give me that D100.
Vesta's going to guidance herself. Guidance.
Cool.
Oh, I need that. Shit.
79.
Ooh.
Cool.
That would be a 12.
12 nature.
Yeah.
You would have advantage. This area, know this area.
Also, I'm looking for a plant made of fire. 25.
I mean, so first, taking a look around, you recognize that, man, you know this forest pretty well, and you know that, like, even right now, looking at the variety of fauna, fauna? Right?
Flora.
No, flora, thank you. I was like, that's not right. There's always stuff you don't recognize. Like, always. Like, just every time you have seen this forest,
What's this? What's this?
And as you look around, all you can really take in about the area around you is that from what has been described, everything here looks lush and green and not corrupted or burning. So in this immediate vicinity, not too much to see, except for that, like, you know, again, like, there's you feel like you should recognize these plants, that you should know them well, but even here, like, there's a few flowers you're like, I probably shouldn't go near that. I don't know that.
Okay. But no fire bloom?
Nothing triggering with that at the moment.
What happens? Ow.
Knee funny bone?
Nope.
Oh. Okay. Envy, Lupin.
I will go and try to find this plant. I'm not sure what I can do.
Walking or
I'll give it a shot.
in cloud form? I think you're in
I'm gonna
walking
go
form right now.
I'll be walking form, sure.
So Lupin starts walking. Which direction do you go? Do you go north or south?
Which way did Vesta go?
Vesta was just kind of looking around. She wasn't really going in a
Okay.
direction yet.
Let's go. I guess. Oh, not toward Torch Pool. So what direction is that?
That's an interesting. It's not like it's Torch Pool's in the middle. But I'm looking right now, like, yeah, where you guys are, you didn't go too far south to the bridge. If you go south, there's a chance you run into the bridge and the main thoroughfare to and from Torchpool. And there's, of course, guard stations there. There's people south, eventually. If you go north and eventually west, then there's less... And this is mostly Shay and Vesta know this. There's less civilization. Most of the civilization that is part of Torchpool, but not in the city of Torchpool, live along the southern and western coasts of the lake. The northern coast is pretty uninhabited, and then, of course, the east coast is also not inhabited, except that's where one of the main thoroughfares goes. So there is just more traffic. Yes, question back of the class.
If you have Roll20 up, can you drop the map?
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the map, but if you could, like, put a little marker on where we are on the lake.
Yeah. I moved you guys on Roll20 to the lake. I could bring it up real quick on here. Might as well. I think we're all aligned.
I don't see us on the map. Unless I'm looking in the completely wrong place. No.
Sorry.
I don't see us.
Yeah, you guys are like right here at the corner.
Oh, see, I thought we were down south. Okay. Cool,
Yeah,
cool,
you
cool.
guys, Buck and the horses were over here.
Okay.
The night elf thing was right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'd probably go north then, given that where we are, I guess.
Okay.
So what do you want?
Does everyone follow?
No.
Mm-mm.
All right, so just go ahead and give me the investigation check as you wander northward, and we'll see what happens after that.
That's not bad.
Colin.
And D4?
Are you bonded? Bondaged?
I think so.
Then sure.
24?
Okay, Vesta, did you have a...
Can you move the turn order thing
Mhm.
so I can see just a little bit better? Thank you. Thank you.
She would do it herself, but she can't access the site tonight. Anyone,
Yeah.
chat. She's just
Yeah.
broken.
Work computers are fun.
she's not that much of a diva.
Actually, I prefer not to use my Roll20. I prefer to have people scroll for me.
Cool. That'll work
Thank
for
you.
now. Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.
De nada. So, what was that? 24.
4.
You're looking like on the ground in the trees, and they're definitely like you take note of things, trying to do your best not to disturb things. Obviously, there's a lot of simple flowers, simple fern-like bushes and vine hanging from tree type plants. There's times like you kind of brush up against a tree and feel movement, and you look over as a vine like whips up and curls away up into the canopy above, seemingly thinking that it might have caught something. You look and like as you're kind of looking outward too, you notice that like there's a lot of shoreline to cover, but it looks like going up that way, plenty of open land to search.
Okay, what I was going to ask was, can I cast control flames and like use it as a detector to see if there are any flames nearby to control, since the fire bloom breathes
Ooh, smart.
air?
What is the range of the spell?
60 feet.
60 feet.
Oh wait, you can see within range, and that fits within a 5-foot cube. But it does say 60 feet somewhere. Why does it say 60 feet? Oh, I guess because I can see up to 60 feet.
No. It says... All right, let me look this up.
It says you can choose non-magical flame. Oh, is the plant magical?
You
Probably.
don't- Yeah, you don't know. But
Okay.
yes.
Well, she's gonna use it anyway and see if it comes up with anything.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know.
She's got to try it out, you know? Might as well try it out. Control for 60 feet. Yeah, 60 feet. So you, like, kind of tap into this mat. Is it concentration? I just closed the tab.
No, it's not.
What's the duration?
It's
just an action?
duration. It depends. I would be using it to double the light so that I can see it better, and that would last for an hour.
Wow.
If I see something that changes the lights.
But the duration of the spell? Does it say duration of the spell?
No, the casting time is 1 action. The duration is instantaneous.
Right. It happens instantaneously. That's what I'm imagining. So like it happens 60 feet around you. Any flame get brighter so you can see.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, nothing happens immediate 60 feet around you instantaneously. It was a good try.
Okay. Well, I guess we take nap.
I don't hear her because I'm farther away. And I'm looking, and I'm just like, Shay will just scream out, "Holler if you find anything! Turning into some gas!" And then she'll like, poof, try and slowly turn into her gas form. And she's also going to try and look.
So you're taking to the sky to look. Lupin, you are walking northward. Indy,
I'd
what
like
are you doing?
Follow-ish Lupin, but not exactly. So when you get back to me, I'll tell you where I am.
Sure.
I'm letting them use the emboldening bonded for the 10 minutes, but as soon as I cast that, I would have stopped in my tracks to focus on ritually casting detect magic. So
Ooh.
whenever they're done with any checks that they have to do, I'll see if I see any magic out.
And then Vesta, do you want to, based on your initial search, are you doing anything different?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down at the edge of like where the plant growth starts, and I'm gonna cast Speak with Plants.
Okay, man.
I'm gonna make Colin talk like a
There we
dandelion.
go. That's a smart move. I love when you make that
Jeez.
sound. Drop it on my popcorn.
As you finish the spell, give me a charisma check.
I feel like this is punishment.
He's emboldened. She's emboldened.
She is emboldened.
I am emboldened.
Or bonded. Or both.
Let me double check something. Speak with Plants is not concentration, so I'm gonna guidance myself again.
Okay.
I know that just changes.
But what
the
is it?
DC.
You don't even know what you're rolling.
I don't know what I'm rolling.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Charisma check. Not saving throw.
No.
18, 15, 17.
Nice. As the spell finishes, it's almost as if like this like magical essence kind of boof outward, and you guys watch as several, let's say several, it's actually gonna like dozens of little flower heads turn like flip, and Vesta you hear hi, hey there, hi, oh, hi.
Adorable. Oh, hello there.
Who are you? What do you do? What are you doing here? What do you want? Who is it?
My name is Vesta. I am here because I'm looking for big scary plant with lots of fire.
Fire. Oh yeah, I've heard fire. People talk fire. There's people, no. We hear fire, north.
North?
Not far, careful.
North this way?
And they kind of like vines kind of lean along the way that Lupin and Shay have kind of traveled off into.
Is it close to water or further into forest? Do you know, my little friends?
Close to water. But hard to see. See. It's hard to see.
Yeah.
Unless it's trying to eat you.
That is what I was worried about. Do you need anything, my little friends? Come on, Colin. What does
a communion of flower vines want?
Was it not one?
Love and sun and water. And good soil.
Tell us a story.
Okay, I tell you story. If I move when I cast this, do other plants, or is it like a set 30 feet of
10
plants?
minutes, it's not concentration. So for 10 minutes within 30 feet of you, yeah, like it kind of moves with you. And in this instance, you've cast this before. Like,
yeah,
there's something a little special here. Normally you can most of the time you're talking like one plant. There is some kind of like communion here. Some
cool. Love a communion.
A little bit of a network here. Yeah.
Okay, so then Vesta will tell story to plants that takes 2 minutes, so that she still has about 7 minutes left, and then she's going to say, "Thank you so much, little friends. You're so sweet," and then start moving north towards where she thinks these plants are telling her to go.
Yeah.
Because she's still talking. Oh, it's over here. Yes, thank
Mhm.
you. Oh, this way. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
as
going
you
this
go,
way.
they like it's. I mean, obviously, like the flowers are animating as you get within range of being able to speak with them, but at the same time, they like animate and then lean. You definitely feel this direction they're giving you, like around. They kind of guide you about 100 feet away from the water line, but then
Okay.
consistently from that point, you're walking you're staying 100 feet away from the water line, walking northward. Yeah. So now we have Vesta, Loop, and Shay all going northward, and Envy staying behind at the moment, ritually casting. But it takes a minute or 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So yeah, like as you finish the ritual, you realize that you have been left alone in this moment. And you cast Detect Magic? Yeah. You only detect the magic of the items that you have and the mark on the back of your neck.
Okay. I will get up and start to head in the direction of the others.
You're going to have to give me a survival check, really, bro.
Okay.
You were ritually casting a spell. I don't think you were paying attention to where they all slipped off to.
10.
You look around. You have no idea. You're just kind of taken in this moment. You can see across the lake, but as of right now, looking on the ground, looking around, you don't see them. You don't know where they were.
Would I be able to turn into gaseous form and still concentrate on? Okay. I'll do that and then kind of float up to see if I get a better idea of which direction.
Okay. You can fly really freaking fast. So, I mean, within a little bit, you kind of catch up. And so you've got two gaseous forms, Lupin and Vesta. Vesta, you kind of catch up to Lupin because Lupin, you're walking at a slower pace, looking for clues, searching. And Vesta, you seem to be set on your path. And so you do eventually kind of catch up. You see Lupin ahead of you, searching. It's hailing where you are?
Yeah.
Is it gonna hail here? I bet it's gonna hail here.
It hailed so hard that kids in Castroville were playing in the snow, because it was that special kind of hail where you guys had it a little while back, where it sits on the ground and then you can compact it and play with it. The weather is weird, y'all. It's gone now. It literally hailed for 2 minutes.
That's crazy. I didn't think I was gonna be doing this in California. So you catch up to Lupin. Do you call out to him or anything?
Lupin, we're going this way. The plan's safe to go this way.
Which is the direction you were going.
Yeah.
Wait, my direction or her?
Well, I mean both, but you were already going the direction she's talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
Shay and Envy can hear, so I'm guessing you guys kind of fall in line.
I was waiting to because I was more near the tree line, but okay, I'll hear them.
Mm-hmm.
And
you
gaseous
hear
form.
Them. Yeah.
It might still in gaseous form.
You guys travel for 10 minutes, for 15 minutes, for 20 minutes. kind of taking in this beautiful surrounding. You hear birds. You hear like every once in a while you hear this low rumbling, maybe like larger cat like sound. I can't do it. I don't know why I tried. You come upon a point where you spot something. I'm gonna say everyone give me a perception check just to see. Maybe you don't actually. I realized I probably spoke a little too soon. Let's see. We'll see if y'all spot something. Will you? Will you not?
I have the plans to tell me if something is approaching.
Not anymore. It's been 10 minutes, brah.
13. So
2 13s.
18.
18.
Sorry. I'm trying to switch between all the things. Perception?
Perception.
Perception. 25.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So Vesta, you notice it first, and it's a smell. You catch just the faintest whiff of burnt leaves.
Ah. I like that smell.
Burning trees, man. And then we'll say, like, you also, with that kind of perception check, you notice, like, through the clearing, you just, like, catch this color change where, like, the green ferns and foliage turn to this brown and black kind of char ahead. And because
okay,
it's such a good roll,
here.
yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys over to here. Let me see what this looks like on here. I'm sure I have to move some stuffs. Oh, you guys can't see anything.
no.
Oh, all of them. Okay. Thank you, MP. Oh, yes. 10 minutes.
Now, it's not nighttime. I think, you know what? Let me check something. No, I'm going to change it. Change it.
It was like 11 a.m., maybe
Yeah.
noon when we left the camp. So it's probably mid-afternoon.
Fishies!
So you guys are here at the bottom, kind of at this periphery, now noticing the terrain ahead being different. So what, Vesta, or what, do you say anything?
Yeah, I say, hey, stop for a second. It's dangerous ahead. We need to be very careful.
Envy, do you still see nothing?
I see my icon.
There's
It's
trees.
daylight now.
Yeah, I see lots of trees.
Everyone
I
else
can't
sees
see in the
everything.
day.
How do you not
I see it.
Yeah, how do you not see?
Is my icon set to...
Dynamic lighting,
Blind.
you can see. Limit field of
Indeed,
vision?
you need day vision.
Try that. Is that better?
Oh, that's better. Yeah, there we go.
Someone limited your vision. What?
Someone. What? Remind us what happens while we're in gaseous form?
Nothing. You can only be gas. You can only move fast. It takes a minute to get in and out of form. And if you're up high and the form ends, then you fall at 60 feet around.
But didn't you say something like when we're in gaseous form, we can't take damage?
From
You are
non-magic.
immune to non-magical items,
Thank you.
which is pretty much nothing. Like, most things are magical.
As long as we don't go into combat as gaseous forms, because that's like 10 rounds of not doing anything.
Yeah. Stop here. It's dangerous.
I'm gonna revert back to envy form.
Sensible. What are we going to do now? Can I see plant ahead that seems to be epicenter of fire?
Do I see from this distance? Like, it's really difficult. Like through trees and everything, you see the change in coloration ahead. Like the coloration change starts kind of here. How far is this ahead of you? Like 40 feet ahead, you see this coloration change, and then you see like through the trees ahead. There's definitely like a clearing.
Okay.
Like up in here.
So see how the color of the ground is different color? That means that this plant can blast fire at the radius of blah, 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 blah. Do math. So that means that once you cross this line in the terrain, the ground, into this burned area, you also can probably get burnt. So enter at your own discretion, and she walks forward.
Shay will hover, still in gaseous form, about 10 feet outside of that perimeter and drop form. And I think it's about there.
Okay. Vesta, you're going. Where are you going, Vesta?
Vesta's going to go to the edge of where the burnt area starts.
Yep. Same place, Shay, you were aiming for too, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Anyone else? I think Calliope would follow.
I mean, I'll follow up as well. So where, 10 feet from what point is the fire?
Yeah, like the ground changes from a green to a burnt orange right about here.
Okay. So yeah, I'll say 10 feet away.
Plan. Should I just walk forward and steal parts of plant? What part of the plant are we trying to get? The whole plant? I can't remember the plan.
I don't think they told us.
He did.
It just says...
Look for Firetrap Bloom and create new cur for the blight.
Yeah, I don't have the details of what part of the plant written on my notes.
Yeah.
Firetrap Bloom is in the Feywild.
I wrote, made to mass produce this healing to all.
Come on, Envy, where's your notes?
I wrote
I'll tell
sentient.
You.
I wrote sentient and go out at night.
He tells you it's at the base of the flower. There's large petals at the base of the flower.
Okay. I'd like to just look. Do I see what might be what I would consider the plant? And are there more than one?
Again, even at this distance. Oh, go ahead and give me... Let's do another round of perception checks. For anyone, now that you're in a different location. If you will.
I don't see shit.
15.
Shit. I just
I don't see shit.
15, 18.
21.
21. All right. You guys don't see, like, what you see is you're looking ahead and you see, like, there are signs, like, there are burnt marks against some of the trees. There are these areas of ground. Like, it's not, the whole ground isn't brown. As it reaches out from this periphery, you notice there are parts that's just like this radius of brown burnt ground. But you can also tell parts of it have healed a little bit. Some parts are older that have a different look to it, where it looks like the little green is starting to poke up through the ground beneath it. Vesta, you kind of look past it, trying to find an epicenter, trying to triangulate, trying to find something. And where everyone else just sees, like, some of these ferns that are brown in coloration, like, all around. Vesta, you think you see ahead like a cluster of those type ferns, and you're kind of looking, and it seems like maybe there is something more substantial underneath them.
Okay. Here's ideas. Plant is very sentient. Plant knows things, yes? So, 2 ideas. 1, I run in there real fast, or Lupin runs in there real fast, because Lupin can move faster than any of us, and he pluck flower petals off a flower while it is dormant, and we whatever. The other idea is that I cast speak with plants again, and I talk to the plant, and I say, "Hey there, little buddy, please don't burn us up in fiery inferno. Perhaps you just give us a few of your petals for good potion to heal people." And we see if the plant is willing to give them up and hope that I don't die. And Colin's looking at his screen, which tells me that the plant can hear everything, and it's going to attack us anyway. Look at him trying not to grin.
Shay just wants to remind everybody that if we accomplish this, we are going to do so much good for Gorespire. And for the next minute, she is going to pump up her friends and remind them of how important it is for us to achieve this, because we can do really good things. And she's going to cast a motivational speech on everyone.
The loose use of the word friends.
I'm happy to retract that. The four of us. So Shay, Lupin, Envy, Calliope.
That's fine.
It's buff chicken. You guys play buff chicken. That's like your thing. You're like, maybe I'm not gonna give you bless on bless on bless.
Fuck you. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Shay will look at Vesta. Do you want to be motivated or not?
I mean, I will take anything I can get.
Okay. And so will Vesta.
Okay.
And I will remind us, because we're not quite sure what this thing does when it comes to.
What's next?
What plan do we like? Does anyone have a better idea? No? Yes?
Kind of like the plan of speaking to them, because, I mean, if it goes south, we can try to run in and grab it. I don't know. It'd probably be better to, like, get it from them willingly than to steal it from them. Probably.
Okay, we do that then. Envy, you have opinion?
I agree with Lupin.
Great. Chelsea, you copied and pasted the wrong thing in chat. So sorry.
No, that's my third.
Oh, sorry. It like bounced me up to the poem again, and I thought you flipped it again.
But I remembered my notes is that we still, no matter what, get advantage until our next turn, and you get the 5 temporary hit points.
Okay.
And Shay voted against absolutely try to talk to the plant. I mean, like, might as well just ask. Might save us a lot of trouble.
Okay.
That would be one cool, and I'm gonna like tie that into the end of the motivational speech. Not inspiring the plant, but just saying like, hey, you could be part of the solution and not part of the problem. In case you're listening, sentient plant.
Be part of the buff train, not the debuff train.
Yeah.
Vesta will cast Speak with Plants and step forward into the burn radius.
How far? Okay, how far do you want to step?
Well, let me mark that I casted this first. Great. Man, level 6 is rough with the spell slots. Oh, pause. How far ahead of me is the plant? Oh wait, no, I'm a druid in this campaign, not a sorcerer. And I just got so excited at the plan I had created.
Trying to keep it straight.
The life of playing multiple D&D campaigns.
Okay. I cast Speak with Plants, and then I step forward, and I'm going to be ready to cast Control Flames if I feel fire surging around me in a dangerous way.
Okay. How far do you move forward?
I'm going to move up to that bush. Further.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The greener one.
Bush.
One whole movement.
Bush. Okay, I'm going to be mildly obscure. What's the range of your spell? 60 feet? Talk with plants?
I thought they said 60 feet or 30 feet.
Yep, I think it's 60 feet.
I'm very hungry all of a sudden. 30 feet.
30 feet.
Is it within 30 feet of me?
I'm about to find out. Why? What? Wait. Sometimes.
We're gonna find out.
That's 30 feet there. So what? Okay, tell me what you say. What do you speak?
Oh, hello. My name is Vesta. I am here to talk to Fiery Plant. We are going to be friends. Look at my hair.
You hear from the bramble of burnt ferns right about here. Go away.
Oh, that's not very nice. I just wanted to talk to you. Look, and she casts Produce Flame in her hand in a non-threatening way. I just want to talk. We are very similar. We have similar interests.
I am hungry.
What would you like to eat? Don't you dare say me.
Meat.
Okay, well, I think I don't have any of that on me, and but I could.
You have it on you.
Oh, very cute, Mr. Plant. Mr. Firebloom, so cute. I appreciate that. So I don't know why I'm assigning gender to a plant. God damn it. Very cute, Firebloom. But no, unfortunately for you, no thank you. And she's going to start backing up.
What is it saying, Vesta?
What does it say? What's the
Is it gonna help?
Oh shit!
No,
Too many people talking.
Shit. I mean, wait, meat? Don't you have some jerky, Envy?
I didn't tell you that.
Shay doesn't
Okay.
do that.
Okay, now that I'm back with you, guys. Plant very grumpy. Plant wants to eat meat, like live humanoid meat. So, anyone
try.
really good at trapping little bunny rabbits?
You could try and give him some of this, and I'll hand over the ox jerky.
Oh, very smart. It's too bad, that we didn't bring Tristi along. I bet she'd be delicious. And she takes the ox jerky and holds it out. Miss Firebloom, do you like this meat? And she kind of tosses it towards the.
How far do you want to try to toss it?
As close to the brambles as my weak little limp noodle arms can get it.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a thrown attack, which is just. You're not a monk. This is literally just D20 plus Dex, without proficiency. So I don't think you've trained in throwing
17.
jerky. 17?
17. Yeah.
Yeah. So you land it. Oh, that's not gonna do that because I have the wrong thing. You land it right here. A couple seconds go by.
That's meat.
No movement, no response.
Okay, no, it really wants fresh meat. Anyone really good at catching rabbits or birds or something that we can get in there? No? Okay, Lupin, you're up.
Wait, I have a Vesta.
Yes.
It can hear us, right? Like talking?
Oh, absolutely it can hear us, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try something. And I'm gonna take my little flute out. And I'm gonna sing a little melody with some gold notes coming out of my flute. Let's do second level. And I'm gonna cast deafness on the plant.
Deafness, okay.
Because it's blindness or deafness, and I've never tried deafness.
What's the range on it? Just to double check.
The range? Ooh, that's right. It is 30 feet, so I'd have to get a little closer. Okay, I'm gonna sneak up, and I'm gonna try and cast deafness.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually go gaseous form. Well, no, I'd still have to drop gaseous.
You can't cast anything as a gaseous form.
That's why I just realized. Yeah, it would take too long to get there and back. And
Sorry.
And to be fair, just you don't exactly know where it is.
Okay.
Vesta seems to know where it is.
No, I pointed it out. I said, you see that bramble thing over there? That seems to be where the brain of the situation is.
So do you want to get within 30 feet of the brambles?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna like try and sneak up. I'm gonna try and stealth up. Like foot.
Pretty much where Vesta was. Shit, yeah, right there.
I would like to, okay, honestly though, I'd like to do gaseous form and then drop gaseous form within 30 feet, then cast.
It takes you
That's
1 minute to get into gaseous form and 1
So
minute
what?
to get out. Yeah, I guess
We're in no rush here. Let's do it.
This is not a movie-ready fight scene right here. This is.
We're not in combat yet,
Well,
so
I know,
yeah,
I'm
we're
just
like,
saying. Okay. Yeah, you managed to perform those actions.
so I'd like the plant to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Just checking some stuff.
Checking out its Constitution.
Constitution. 15.
That fails.
Okay.
Okay. I'm still gonna whisper like back to Vesta and the rest of the group. I don't know if it worked, but I tried to make it so it can't hear us for the next minute. But it might be able to still feel us, but I don't know. But at least it can't hear us talking about our plans.
It's definitely going to eat you. You are standing on top of its vines.
Well, we gotta get there to get its petals anyways. I mean, at least I'm doing something here, okay?
So we have a minute for it being deaf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lupin.
Yeah,
Lupin.
1 minute.
All right. I'm going to try to run in and grab the bulbs of the plant, I guess, right?
Balls?
Bulbs.
No, the petals at the bottom.
Petals. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
I like bulbs.
You're just dashing in and grab it. You're dashing and grab
That's
it.
the goal.
Dash and grab.
You run in, you reach the brambles, and as you get there, you start to reach and you realize that, like, man, what am I reaching for? It's this, like, husk. There's definitely mass under there. That's like this, it looks like a husk, and as you reach in, instantaneously the whole thing unfurls. It grows to about 9 feet tall.
Wow.
Cool.
And
Cool.
this is now what you see in front of you.
Ooh, it's pretty.
Awesome.
It's pretty.
And this is where we're going to roll initiative.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Let's do it!
Ooh.
Doing great.
Terrible roll. Haha, shit.
Let me, hold on. Add turn.
11.
Hold on. Add turn.
That's
add
terrible.
turn. And then I'll ask someone to roll to Shri too. I can find her character sheet to find out how much she adds. Give me uno segundo. My campaigns.
Ugh.
Calliope. Okay, let me get back in here. Bibbidi, bibbidi. Let's change the music though.
Bibbidi.
I feel like let's take a second to really change the music here, guys, because
Let's turn it on.
let's go here. Welcome, guys. We're about to get into some combat.
Oh,
geez,
hello
that's not
there.
flying rocking horse fight. I don't like that. Let's do this. This sounds good. Is that really loud? I feel. Oh,
I'm turning mine down because it was like really quiet, so I turned it up and now I'm
right. I know. Me too.
It's sometimes very.
Wait, did it just disappear? No. It's still there.
Not for me.
Okay.
The enemy?
No, not the enemy. Okay, Shay.
Uh-huh.
What's your initiative?
7.
Envy.
7.
Oh shit! I was hoping it's
Vesta.
8, dude.
Say it.
11.
11.
Oh, shit.
Lupin's already in there. 19. Calliope, who wants to roll for her? She gets a plus
Got it.
6.
18.
18. All right. It does get to go first. I think. Yep. Okay. So, as it comes into form, as Lupin comes up upon it, vines kind of whip up from the ground beneath the dried and crispy leaves. And you hear this sound loop, and it's a very interesting sound, like a whizzing, like as you notice these flames out of these vines. And all of a sudden, there's blue jet flame erupting from vines and from these large fly trap looking head-like things all around. So what's it gonna do?
That is scary and beautiful all at the same time.
So as a bonus action, you notice like the vines sweep in one direction and sweep back the other direction with a lot of momentum. You see these fiery little... of course, I didn't bring in the icons for this, but I need to do this. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. 1d4. 3. Okay, give me a second. I'll try to talk and walk as I go. But these little tornado of flame turn into small, tiny elementals. We're gonna go with this guy. Oh, is that premium? That's premium. Okay, sorry guys. Give me 1 second to do this. I'll do this while it's someone else's turn, and I'll bring him up. So there are little fire magmen that Phoenix Iwaki, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. We are entering combat, and of course, I forgot to add a token. So I'm gonna see what else they do on their turn. Maybe I can bring the magmen in while someone else is thinking about their turn. So that's their bonus action. As an action, Lupin in front. Yeah, of course. 2 vine attacks against Lupin. The first one at disadvantage, correct?
Until they hit me, yeah.
So disadvantage, that would be a 15.
No.
Okay, second vine. That was a natural 20 on one of them, but that's a 17.
No.
Okay, so the vines
Nice.
miss. And I will bring the magmen in while Lupin, you will be up. Let me...
You guys all have 5 temporary hit points. Don't forget.
There you go. Yeah, that's probably good.
And Calliope too. I'll mark it so when I'll tell her.
I'm trying to see 15 feet. Random locations within 15 feet. So they pop up around you, but they aren't quite exactly on you yet. Super Raid. Welcome in, guys. Appreciate you. Of course. Can we get a shout out? I'll do the shout out. Shout out. I know Phoenix Iwaki. He's a very good... Oh, gosh. Wrong chat. Wrong chat. All right, Lupin, what are you thinking?
Bonus action, I will throw... Well, I guess, are elementals around me?
Not within 5 feet. I would say you could easily get to one within your movement, but I'm going to put them randomly out behind it once I actually get it happen.
No, that's fine. If they're around me, I might move a little bit, but it's fine. I'm going to toss my shadow right here.
Give me 1 second. I will be right there. You don't have control. Is it already on there? Did I actually put it on there already? Because I did, but I doubt it. I doubt it.
I don't see it.
I will bring it in. Okay. Let's bring in
D100, see what happens.
Yeah, D100. The show. There's your shadow.
79. Guessing not.
Yep. Nope.
Alright. So, we'll move them there. I'll be here.
I like this music.
We're gonna use the dagger, because it's magic. Because, why not? So I'm going to attack, and also my shadow is going to attack.
Okay, the big guy?
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, so with my dagger, I get a 20.
20 will hit.
Nice.
All right, so that's 9 plus sneak attack damage. 14 damage?
14 damage. And that is magical, correct?
Correct. And then my shadow is going to do the same, hopefully.
Sorry, how much damage you did?
14.
Okay.
All right. Ooh, my shadow crit. So,
Ooh,
Oh boy.
so with that.
little fire creatures.
Okay, so they don't sneak attack. So just 14 damage from a crit.
14 damage from the crit?
Yeah.
And does his count as magical? It does, doesn't it?
I mean, if you're assuming that they're using a weapon, I am.
Yeah.
Like, so.
All right, let me add the Magnin into initiative order. See you play. +2. 11. Okay. Is that your turn?
That's all I can do, yes.
Okay. Y'all can help me drive Calliope. I will tell you that she is 65 feet from the corner of the plant.
I'm assuming she can't get into melee range and attack still.
And I don't think so without a dash. Her speed is 40 feet.
She can't hit a Magman guy.
Does she have any type of bonus actions?
She can rage.
She can roar.
Oh yeah.
So she could use
I
her...
don't know what that does, but
It does damage if they fail a save. So she could dash and then use a roar as a bonus action. Or she could rage.
If she dashes in and rages,
Oh, I should
would
probably
that
let her
be?
roll. Yeah, she could do that.
yeah, that sounds like something.
Yeah.
Something she would do.
That
All
would
right.
be. That's a solid choice. That's Shay's vote and Chelsea's vote.
Okay. Boom. She's in the fray. And she rages. Very cool.
She also has 5 temporary hit points.
5 temporary hit points. Okay.
But I have notes just
Y'all
in
are
case
giving
anyone
me
forgets. Ah! Throwing
10.
pencils.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. I'm doing it, guys. I'm doing it. All right. Magma.
But are you doing it well?
I'm doing it and doing it and doing it well. All right, Magmen have a speed of 30. And it's so they're gonna move. We got a shadow here, shadow here. That seems right. So 2 against a shadow, right? They're gonna touch me gently. That is a 21 on the first touch on your shadow.
That would hit a shadow.
And he's gone, right?
Yeah, any damage. Yeah.
Okay. The other one misses, so we'll just say because of action economy. So shadow's gone. And then
Okay.
1 on you, Mr. Lupin.
Sure.
That is a 11 at
No.
disadvantage, which, yeah, so no. All right, Vista.
Okay, how far is the storm that's approaching? How far off is it?
One in California or the one?
Context.
You said that there was like gray clouds that were coming closer.
There's always gray clouds.
Oh. I took that to mean a storm, and
No.
so I took a certain spell. Aww.
Oh, there's always been gray clouds. Gray clouds smiling at you.
Okay, well, I am going to do this anyway because it may surprise some of you to know that Vesta mostly has fire damage spells, and that does not seem like a great idea at this moment in time. So, she's going to... Am I still green? Can I step forward to where Shay is?
What's your movement?
30?
You can stand close
30.
to her.
Great.
Well, there, yep.
Can...
Hey!
Not now.
Are you getting fired up?
Oh, actually, I didn't even need to be that close. Can I? Oh shit.
Do it.
I can't do the thing I want to do without absolutely murdering my party members.
Do it.
Probably be fine.
I really can't do it. Can I do this one? Sorry, I had a plan, and then people ran. Then people were engaged. That one would also murder my party members. I'm going to cast. Nothing. I am
Solid
going
plan.
to cast.
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see how that works out.
Can I just? I got
Man.
nothing.
When you have a plan and it comes to your turn and you're like, wait, it happens to all of us. Like it's.
I'm sure it's a meme of like
Go with your gut,
her with
girl.
like a
Go with
little
your gut.
her with a little clipboard that's like fire, 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 fire.
It's yeah. Literally every single one is fire, and it just does not seem like the greatest idea. Okay, well, what I was going to do is call lightning.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. So as I
So-
remember right, so describe how you like reach towards like how do you cast call lightning?
Vesta rubs her hands together, which you may have noticed is something that she does frequently. She reaches up and she says, "Ah, yes." And then a little storm cloud appears and then slowly starts to swirl and grow around the plant. And it is 10 feet tall with a 60-foot radius. Can I oh, you know what? Can I center, because I have 120 range on this. Can I center it so that it is just on the cusp of hitting my two party members?
Yeah, it won't hit it. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
And
Arced
then,
lightning.
yeah, so, and they're here, for example. Okay, when I cast a spell, I choose a point. Great, I did that. So sorry. I need each creature within range to make a dexterity saving throw.
I would even say you could get like the two magmen in the like if you centered it like right here.
I would hope so. Yeah.
I want mass damage.
Yeah, you can get 3 of them. Okay, what kind of saves did you say?
Dexterity saving throw.
All right, here comes
For a
the
stationary
magmen
plant?
first.
Yes. Yes.
Magmen
For a plant
first.
embedded in the
Golly,
ground?
That's not good. That's a 7 and a 14.
Yes.
And then the plant. You're right, not a great dex save.
I would
Really
assume not, since they're embedded in the ground and in the soil.
But it rolled a 17, so the dice rolled me a little bit. So that's an 18 for the Firetrap Bloom.
It like dodged with its little vines.
Okay,
Something.
so that is 3d10 lightning damage,
Half.
Nice.
half only for the plant. Do you want me to roll them separately or just 3d10?
3d10, yeah. And then I'll spread it out.
That is 19 points of damage.
Okay. So that's a 9 to the plant, and it is lightning. And it's what kind of damage? Lightning?
Lightning.
Yeah. Just let me look real quick. It do. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, but it saved. Never mind. So yeah, 9 points of damage to the plant. Man, I'm just minimizing things as if I can do that. Boom. Lightning strikes the plant.
It is concentration.
Right, yeah, so the
So
storm cloud stays around,
It
and you see,
stays.
like, Vesta has this sparking energy coming from the
Cool.
flames that kind of usually sit
Fuck
within
yeah.
her hands.
yes. And that is all I'm going to do.
Okay. Shay and Envy are at the same time. We're just going to do them one at a time. Shay, you can go first.
All right. Shay will just position herself a couple of feet over here, maybe there, just to get a little bit better visual, because there's a big clump of her friends right there on the edge of the fire bloom. As a bonus action, she would like to look over her shoulder over to Envy and go, "You and Buck ain't nothing but mammals, so you should do it like they do in the Spire Song Tavern." Break it down now. And cast Bardic
Why is it
Inspiration
spicy?
on Envy. And then as her action, she's gonna cast Mage Hand and try, with 10 pounds of weight, with the Mage Hand carrying capacity, try and pull off these petals at the base of the plant.
Okay. Mage Hand, 5 pounds.
10
okay.
pounds.
10 pounds.
10 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm within 30 feet, so I checked all that.
As the Mage Hand shrugs, trying to pull off this plant at the base, you see it whip back as the movement from the petal shows that... no.
Do I get the impression from that the plant needs to be dead before I can take its petals?
You got the impression from that the plant reacted and was able to actually, like, resist. It wasn't just pulling the weight of the petal. It was able to, like...
Like, what? Yeah, what could I have extrapolated if my objective is to get the petals? What did I learn?
It's more the
from...
reaction from it, right? Like you saw it tug, and then the plant reacted. The petal moved, and it moved like it strongly moved the hand, like past its capacity. It strong-armed your hand.
Okay, so it was more.
Yes.
Plant versus hand.
Yes.
Rather than. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I just want to know for like next. Okay. And I did my movement. I did my bonus. I did my action. That's my turn. Okay. Thank you.
Envy. Remind me again who's emboldened. I'm gonna mark them with the yellow. Lupin. Right.
Nobody right now.
Oh, it didn't. Oh.
That was before when we were on the lake.
Okay.
Question on timing. I know Shay cast deafness on the creature before combat, but did it wear off before Lupin went into? So it's still deafened?
It was a minute,
deafened, yeah.
And it was right before initiative.
Yeah, it's still deafened. I'm trying to see if there's a good icon for that. Yeah, no, sure.
Let me know if you want me to write down any icons, Colin, for future.
So
deafened.
Question for DM.
Yeah.
I have a spell that requires me to say a word, but it doesn't say if the creature needs to hear me. It just says that they have to make a saving throw. So is it a magical effect that happens, or is it a they need to understand it so they have to hear it sort of thing effect?
If it doesn't, usually it denotes that if they have to be able to understand it. So I'm going to say that it's a magical effect, that it understands your command. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I was going to try and cast command.
I need to make sure, though, is there not a spell that says command plants? There's certain plants there's certain spells that have plant as a plant growth plant.
I know there's commute, or what is it? The spell that has to commune.
Well, there's speak with plants.
Speak with plants.
But I don't think there's a command plants. But I could be wrong. I'm not.
No, I think you're right. It says creature though. It says creature on command. Yeah. So yeah. No, you're good. You're fine.
Okay, I'll try and see. I'll move like there.
Okay.
Do I see the creature enough to where I can see that the
Oh no, you
petals...
see it. Oh yeah. When it came like to life, it really now is very visible. It is hot blue and orange flame.
I am going to extend outward a 60-foot reach for the main creature there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna cast Command. And it has to make a Wisdom save.
That would be a 17.
Passes!
Yeah. Too little the neck. Everybody
My
do
friends
it.
in
Come on,
college
John.
used to like
Come on, John.
say that I did that
I didn't
weirdly
even go that way.
Yeah, I know.
You
That's
can
what they
do
used to
it.
say. in
You can do it
college.
the other way. You could just do front and back, side to side.
That reminds me of like the Wayne's World, like, I don't know.
No, it's the what
Night
is
of the
love?
Roxbury.
Yeah, that one.
No, that one's We Aren't Worthy, which I totally have the hair and the hat
You
today.
do. You do
The
have a
Wayne's
Wayne vibe
World.
today. You definitely got a Wayne vibe.
I do. And you know what? You know how I was feeling about. So I'll take that. I'll take it.
Wait, you didn't tell me those magmen got bursted. They got blasted. I forgot to say that
Bursted
with the
and
lightning. The lightning got the two magmen. They sizzled away. Yeah, there's definitely enough damage for that.
Not oops. Perfect.
Envy.
Other than that, I don't got anything else.
Okay. Top of the round. The low starting sound of jet flame intensifies. Although not quite burning your skin, the temperature is continuously increasing in the area surrounding the creature. You feel that it could potentially get very hot very quickly. But that, with the
That
top of the
sounds
round,
like my
is
kind
where
of place.
we
Bringing the
will
heat.
end for the evening.
No.
It's time. It's time. This is where we will pick up next week with the engagement with the Firetrap Bloom. I'm gonna say it wrong every time. Firetrap Bloom.
Don't forget to enter an
Yes.
exclamation mark critical for our giveaway.
Exclamation critical for the giveaway. We are going to be doing it here in a couple seconds. Fun night, guys. That was, we learned some things about some people, and the ever-present discussion of, I gave it a good name too. Shay's Backstab Ballad.
Nah. You guys are just overreacting.
Yeah. And then that's the sequel, is the Overreacting Overture. Come on, that's pretty good, right?
That was good. That was
pretty
good.
That's pretty good.
I'm all about the rhyming. Shay's all about the rhyming.
All right, we have people enter into the giveaway. We sure do. All right, I'm going to draw in 3, 2, 1. Beat Nikki.
Yay!
Congrats.
Yay!
Welcome back. Good to see you again. Find me in Discord, and we will get those.
We've talked about this,
I know.
does not know how to find our Discord, so can I just do exclamation
it.
Discord?
You can
Will
help.
it let
You can mediate
Yes!
this.
So click
Yay.
that link, beat Nikki, and then follow the steps. Find Colin, message him, send him your address. Don't put it out.
Yes, life.
It's this guy. You can trust him. And you'll get your dice.
And you'll get your dice. Hey guys, we are going to find someone to raid to keep you on a D&D journey of the evening. Thanks again for stopping by. We, as far as I know, will be back here Wednesday night. Yes, we will definitely be taking one of the weeks off in March and one of the weeks off in April. But as far as I know, we will be here next week. thank you again, all of you that came by Friday night for the charity St. Jude's mega stream. Mega stream. We ended up, we contributed. We did help. We didn't end up, but we helped raise $25,000 for St. Jude's Children's Hospital, which is just amazing.
Incredible.
So, thank you all. What happened? I'll ask later. Thank you all, and it was a really fun event. The kids' game was played. I thought it was a lot of fun. We appreciate you, though. So we're gonna find someone for you to raid. Have a good rest of your evening. We will see you back here. But if you are a fan, if you're not a fan, do it anyway. If you're a fan of any D&D stream, final episodes are the shit, right? Duke City Chronicles, final episode, Friday, 3 p.m. Is it an hour, or do they go a little? Does it go a little long?
This next one's a little long.
It's a little long
because we're wrapping up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. So join us back there, then join us there, and we will see you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.